Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 4 of Let's Platinum Blasphemous. Alright, before we start today, I really quickly wanted to give a shout out to one of my commenters, Pacman9312, who commented on one of my videos recently about Blasphemous, and I thought his comment was so perfect that I had to mention it in the video. So, in regards to a previous episode, I'd sort of questioned exactly how the miracle worked, and he's put it into a perfect paragraph. The miracle is a force that physically manifests the people of Custodia's guilt and desire to be punished. If you have ever done or said something horrible, you probably felt guilty about it afterward. Guilt is an extremely unpleasant emotion to experience, and people generally want to rid themselves of it as soon as possible. In the real world, people do this in various ways: the sacrament of confession, apologizing, etc. However, in this game, a godlike entity called the Miracle rids people of their guilt by physically manifesting their desire to be punished. And when I read that, it immediately made sense, and I was like, oh, I get it now. So yeah, that is perfect. Thank you, Pac-Man, for always helping me with that kind of stuff. I know I can work that stuff out, but it just takes me a lot longer than most people because I'm focused on the gameplay. So that was just like perfect. Thank you. Alright, so today, like I mentioned last time, and it's been about a week since I've played, so it's hard to completely remember everything, but we need to make our way back down the hill of the Graveyard of the Peaks. Have I still got the uvula? No, I don't. Let's get rid of the muted bell and put the uvula on, and put this one back on. I want to get some more Tears of Atonement if I can. So we basically want to fall down to the bottom. We don't... Oh, hang on. This is going to be, contact damage. Chop. Air impulse, kill. Get slightly closer, not too close though. 1, 2, nice. Okay, yeah, we want to get down all the way to... I think it's this room right here. So let's carefully do that. Chop. Oh crap. I did not mean to do that, but it worked out. Beautiful. Let's actually, you know what? I probably will be able to get this as a one-shot now because I've done that. Yep. Okay, I'm going to wait for. It looks like I didn't explain this last time, but these guys can actually be... Yep, there you go. That's very difficult to do. But they can be executed like that. You basically... I'm going to try and explain it as I fall down, which is probably a recipe for disaster, but let's try. You can perform the Sacred Thrust. Sacred Thrust? Sacred Lunge. It's sort of almost like an after... Using its after effects. Okay. Hang on a sec. Yeah, you can perform it sort of from behind, if that makes sense. You just have to... Because the slide essentially allows you to dodge almost into like a slightly... It's almost like sidestepping them, right? It's two-dimensional, but you're sort of angling yourself slightly to the side in order to avoid getting hit there. So you angle the slide, you wait for that last second, nice, and then you attack. Okay, we're almost there. I want to go like quick but slow. And again, I don't have to defeat these enemies, but I will because the Tears of Atonement are going to be very useful. Okay, here's a good one. So we slide, wait. Yeah, okay, hang on. Nope. I'm dumb. Okay, hang on. Hop. Let me wait until he comes back over to this side because I've got a longer path here. As you can see, it is really tough. This is so dangerous, but I'm going to try it. Okay, that time I didn't have to get past him, I just had to kind of like stab him, but if you do it from the other side, you have to get past him first and then get that stab to go off. Okay, it looks like I made it. Now, there's a pre-do here, which I guess would be useful to get since it can restore me to full and save my progress. Was I meant to come here first? Hang on a sec. Okay, no, it's fine. We'll come back here later, because I think I said I needed like some 7,000 or 8,000 Tears of Atonement to purchase the items from that shop. But we'll do that eventually. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That was dumb. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna die. Yep. Oh my gosh. I thought I would auto grab, but I think because I attacked, it didn't work. Okay, you're dead. Oh god, not you. Hop, hop. Yeah, this can still be rather dangerous. Nice. Okay, so now all we have to do is deal with you guys. Crap. Come on, stop getting hit. Okay, alright. Use these blood vials. Vial flasks. Blood vials is Bloodborne, I think? Can't remember if they were specifically named anything. Yeah, I think they were. 1, 2, 3. It's only been like 10 years since I played the game, so... Actually, longer. I played it in April of 2015. Yeah, it's been almost 11 years. I'm recording this in December of 2025. Okay, let's jump over here. I think I can get that one. I'm gonna slide past. I don't need to, but I'm gonna hop. Hop. Okay, cool. And it only takes 2 swings now because my Mea Culpa leveled last time. I think this is the screen? Yeah, okay, we made it. Alright, so now position yourself here and press triangle to talk to Gemino. Do you want to give golden thimble filled with burning oil? Yes, give.
I feel the boiling oil entering my frigid veins. I can still answer the call.
Okay, so now we need to... Well, let me talk to him again first. No answer. Okay, so he feels the burning oil entering his veins. He's obviously like really cold. So what we'll do is we'll use the pre-do here. We'll leave the screen completely. I'm pretty sure that's what I had to do, right? Yeah, leave the area entirely so that we're in the wasteland of the buried churches. Now re-enter the zone where olive trees wither. Hop. And we find not only that he's not there, you can see now he's like, his knee is gone, the tree branch that was like poking through his middle is gone, and his face is gone. And instead we pick up the next rosary bead, the frozen olive. Summer fruit trapped in an endless winter, born from an olive tree turned into a prison. Its frosted oil bolsters the wearer's defenses when their strength is nearly exhausted. As Gemino traversed the path of the frozen olive trees with the rest of the damned towards the terrible hollow metal statues where those that awaited would die abandoned, he stepped barefoot on a fallen olive that had not yet disappeared under the snow. Without drawing attention, he picked it up and squeezed it in his hands, knowing it would be the last thing he'd treasure. Interesting. It says increases defenses when your strength is... What did it say? Hang on, what were the exact words? When their strength is nearly exhausted. So I guess like that one's tricky. It's like when you have low health, it increases your defenses. I always wonder about items like that in video games because it's like, well, if you're almost dead, like, does that mean that that item is just gonna save you from potentially like 1 extra attack? Seems pretty useless to me. I don't know. Oh, what the hell happened there? That was weird. I performed Sacred Lunge and then another attack came out without me having to press anything. Oh yeah, we can take these guys out in 3 swings now, which means if I position myself right, just keep attacking as they fall down and it'll still count. Okay, there you are. 1, 2, 3, damn it. Not if you're standing there though. And then they move back to the same position. 1, 2, cool. Alright, so now that we've got that, we need to actually go find where Gemino has gone. And we will... Oh, hang on, and I just realised I may have skipped it. Give me a second. Hang on a sec. It was either here or here. I've forgotten. It's got to be here. It's got to be here. I think it's right here. If we drop down here... Nope, it's not here. Damn it. I skipped it by accident. Sorry, everybody. I got so lost in my own talking. Yeah, I think it's the previous one. Please don't fall. Okay. I actually couldn't remember if there was like some kind of abyss there. Okay, yeah, I think it's here. So drop down here, go left, and you'll notice that we picked up an item here the first time. It was the incense garlic. And now on the left side, there's actually a new opening that's appeared. And if we go here, we can see that Gemino is there. He's sort of, he's knelt down. He's got tree branches growing out of like everywhere, or at least his appendages. And he's got something in his hands. Let's pick that up. You have acquired dried flowers bathed in tears. Olive tree petals vitrified by frost. Trees of true bitterness prevented the cold from withering them completely. Now they are an offering never made, lost in the snow before it could reach the sepulchre of the saint. Well, I remember it with great sorrow. Ingratia was one of us, born in Albero like you and me. She was peculiar, however, because every day, after a day gathering olives, she stayed in the mountains while the rest of us left. Some said they had seen her cry, and that's why we thought she stayed among the olive trees, to be alone with her sorrow. Many years of drought raised the land back then, but although the other crops dried up and died, the olive trees on our hill would not. They remained the best harvests, to everyone's surprise. This gave rise to the rumour that the olive trees were being watered by the girl's very tears. One morning, we found the girl dead, leaning on one of the olive trees. Whether she died of sorrow, we will never know. We buried her in a small cave next to the olive trees, where she cried. The next day, the olive trees had withered. It's a crazy story. And then, I actually didn't notice this or sort of figure this out, but you basically have to jump into the coffin, which is kind of cool. The Desire of the Corrupted. And that is for visiting the tomb of the Lady of the Tailed Gown. So if we press triangle here, we give the dried flowers bathed in tears. And we acquire a new prayer, a very good one, Saita Dolorosa. I don't know what Saita is, but Dolorosa I think is something, it's a, Rosa could mean red. It's like desirable. It sort of means like desirable. Saita could be blood, but I'm not sure because that would be like sanguine as well. Anyway, the pain of the flesh embodied the definitive penance, total detachment of self in firm pursuit of virtue. This sorrowful and desperate chant overflows with conviction, and those who intone it will be rewarded with vital energy for every hit they land on their enemies. This is actually a fairly useful prayer and will come in handy a bit later. Let's read the law. Let me grieve, let me suffer, for one wound on me is one less on you. Let me bleed, let me feel, for a cut on me is a caress for you. Let me cry, let me moan, as all of my tears are only for me. Okay, yeah, so basically equipping that prayer, you'll be able to gain health back on each hit. It will definitely come in handy at least once or twice. Alright, for this, what we want to do is, if you look on the far right side of the screen, you can see that there's those creatures there coming out from the bottom. I don't usually do it this way, but I'm going to do it this way now. Damn it. Cool. Okay, careful, careful, careful. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how I got that last one, but okay. Alright, now we go all the way back and we can collect everything in this area. Secret area. Alright. Cling, 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 cling. And then what you want to do is you want to jump over here. You want to wait until the Child of Moonlight is at its highest point. Jump and throw your Fervorous Blood. I can't remember what it was. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you use Air Impulse there to reach this side. Even if you don't, you can fall down and still climb up, I'm pretty sure. Slide, then cling over to this side. Jump across. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So annoying to wait for them to come back into view. Did I miss anything? Huh. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, I think I know what that's for. I was gonna say I'll explain it later, but I probably will forget. But I also don't want to say it now because it's a little bit of a spoiler for an item later. But basically, it's another way of getting into this room. Coccyx of Daniel the Possessed. It is said that Daniel appeared inside a castle. He cried that he had been possessed by a shadow as he slept, and also claimed to have maintained carnal relations with underground creatures. Okay, let's just move swiftly along from that description. Alright, jump, jump, jump. Slash to open the secret, and now we can come out of this area, which was not like that when we got there the first time. You could jump down here. In fact, hang on, is this one of the ones... Let me read what this one said. I feel myself weakening, I'm senses... No, okay. There's one that says something about like a secret passage. I think that's probably what they're referring to. Okay, now... Yes, we have at least 7,000 Tears of Atonement. In fact, we have significantly more than that because I've been extremely careful to gather them up. So we're going to head back the way we were just coming from. 1, 2. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's so dumb. Like doing air impulse to get across there. I guess it's like sort of practice. Yeah, it's hitting both. I wonder if it's because it hit the swinging cage. Maybe the Sacred Lunge hit the swinging cage, which activated another instance of the hitbox, and then it caused that hitbox to hit the... I think they're called a flagellum, which makes sense because it's got like to flagellate. I think it's like to hit with a... Yeah, see? They self-flagellate. Chop, chop, chop. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like I said earlier in the game, these enemies do have names. I just don't know where they supposedly come from. Can I please slash upwards? Ow. Didn't need to be hit by... Who throws a shoe? By that rock. Hang on. Oh, that was dumb. No, that was okay. 1, 2, slash. Ow. 1, 2. Now. 1, 2. Up we go. Gotta do it for the... Hang on, let me drink just in case. I'm pretty sure I'm about to get to the pre-do anyway, so... Jump. Okay, and then we go here, here... Oops. May as well use this pre-do. Right, we need at least 7,000, we have 9. This is excellent. This is really, really helping. Alright, here we go. We need to buy all of these items. Let's talk to... Should you guys say anything different?
Let us be captives of the miracle, penitent one.
Okay. Let's look at this.
What I'm offering you here is as lustrous as the first star of the night. And may my eyes be blinded if I'm lying.
Right, the torn bridal ribbon. This soft white ribbon used during marriage ceremonies has been torn, thus destroying its delicate embroideries. One of the 3 remains of an unfinished ceremony. The wounds inflicted by a broken oath rarely ever find healing. Alright, we need to buy this for 800. Let's do that. The next one is this one. Skip this. Calcified Eye of Erudition. Eyeball belonging to Alavaros, the scribe, who glimpsed the truth hidden to so many other eyes. Its stony scrutiny reveals the vital essence of enemies. you want to buy this for 1200? Yes. That's a rosary bead that basically allows us to see enemies' health bars.
This is a precious treasure to me. Its value goes far beyond what I asked for it. And may I don mourning black if I'm trying to deceive you?
Alright, Ember of the Holy Cremation. Ember crystallized through a long-forgotten ritual. It retains some of the heat of a bonfire lit on a different land. Tempers the heart, increasing the defenses of whoever carries it. Buy it for 5,000? Yes, sir. Slash man. Okay, let's have a look at that. So let's read the lore for these ones. His body was immobilized, and amid cries of repentance, his skin began to turn whiter and whiter until it finally became limestone. As he was about to become a complete statue, in a final sigh, his tears softened one of his eyes that he managed to separate himself from the rest of the body by falling to the ground. Can I read that again? In a final sigh, his tears softened one of his eyes. I feel like there should be the word so after that. Softened one of his eyes so that he managed to separate himself from the rest of the body, of his body, by falling to the ground. And so in the sense that, that's a difficult one to describe, but so not in the like traditional sense. Like so much, essentially. Like the tears softened his eyes so much, rather than him being able to do something because of it. Okay, that kind of works. Anyway, then we discreetly moved her... Wait, what? I have to read this whole thing again. His body was immobilized, and amid cries of repentance, his skin began to turn whiter and whiter. So he couldn't move, and yet he could cry. His skin began whiter and whiter, and then he became limestone. As he was about to become a complete statue, in a final sigh, his tears softened one of his eyes that he managed to separate himself from the rest of the body by falling to the ground. Oh, okay. Like, so his eye managed to pop out, is that it? Then we discreetly moved her rigid body of lime from her cell to the lower parts of the archicathedral. I don't know if that's correct there. It's missing... I don't think... Unless it's archicathedral, along with the other forbidden statues. We put a wide loom over her so that no one else would know that under her would sleep, punished by the miracle, the great scribe. Maybe Deogracias isn't the great scribe. I don't know. This game is too confusing. And so the march was sung, as a small group of parishioners walked in procession to the graveyard. The prayer was repeated over and over again along the way, turning their voices into a hypnotic whisper, murmurous and unrhythmic. Upon arrival at the burial ground, everything fell silent. When, with each shovelful from the undertakers, the soil dropped cold onto the coffin, a hooded girl, rumoured to be the daughter of the deceased, threw in a hot ember that gleamed on its way down into the pit. The dirt continued to cover the hole, but to everyone's astonishment, the ember could still be seen glowing under the frosty soil. Okay. Well, the first thing we can do is definitely remove the dove skull and just put the Ember of Holy Cremation, because it's stronger than the dove skull and does the same thing. And then we will leave the UV glass so we can continue to gather Tears of Atonement. The next thing we need to do... okay, we need to go to Albero. And as luck would have it, we have our elevator here that takes us directly to Albero. So that's really, really, really good. Now, while we wait for this, let me just read. Alright, so we're going to go to the Desecrated Cistern again. But from there, we're going to go somewhere else. We do want to hand in our bones, finally. We should get 2 bundles of Tears of Atonement, if I haven't done so earlier. How many bones do I have, actually? I have 17, okay. Alright, hello sir. Oh, I never handed in any of them? In that case I'll probably get 3 bundles of tears. That's really good. 200, 500, no, only 2.
Bones in the darkness, for they hear us too.
The bones are grateful for your help. They are awakening, and with them, so too is the voice. Bring the rest of the bones before me, penitent one.
Okay, actually, I made a mistake there. It's basically, yeah, I hadn't given any until that point, and it gave me 2 lots. It looked like 200 and 500, so I got 700 total Tears of Atonement there. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're going to move over here to the left, and we're going to enter a new area called the Mountains of the Endless Dusk. Chop. Okay, this guy, 1, 2, 3, stand still. Duck, 1, duck. Do this, get the double execution. I don't know if I can get the second one in time. No, but we can do this. Come on. I'll wait for him to roll again. He might not. Damn. Okay, couldn't get the execution, but that's okay. At least we got one. Perfect. I even destroyed the throwing thing. Executions are pretty cool in this game. Alright, let's pick up this item here. It is another bone. The Metacarpus of Hodges the Blacksmith. Blacksmith Brendan Hodges forged some of Custodia's most beautiful weapons, wielded by the Anointed Legion themselves. Destiny wanted it to be one of his weapons that killed him. Okay, let's go over here. Chop this thing. Oh gosh. I'm gonna let myself fall there. Okay, these are just people stuck on, or more people that are essentially being punished, I think. Okay, I'm not gonna get that execution. Chop this one. Oh, nice, that's good. Jump. Jump. Now, give me a second to think for a second. Yes. Okay, so on this next screen, we're going to fight a sort of a mini boss, and I don't know exactly why, if I'm honest, but you're not supposed to lose this fight. If you lose this fight, it'll screw up a quest, and it's kind of an important one because screwing up this fight will basically mean that you have to do probably a full extra playthrough. Potentially a half one, but yeah, I think a full extra playthrough. If you're super worried, I would create a backup save. It's not that difficult, this particular fight, but if you are super worried, you can create a backup save. I'm just gonna have a look at like what I've got that I could use. I don't think Verdialis is good for this. Seguria could be alright. Yeah, and make sure that you don't use any flasks. You could also use Saita Dolorosa, although you can only use that 2 or 3 times. Oh, it's not this screen, it's the next one, sorry, my bad. Pre-do. Alright, we are getting to it though. Chop. So basically I want to try and keep as much health as I can. Oop. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about this guy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slide. Stay down. That was impeccable. Ah, I almost got to you. Oh yes, I got it. Cool. Holy cow, that was so good. I can't believe how good that was. Alright, let's see here. Chop. I'm actually gonna just wait to chop you instead of using the other one. Show you. You can, if you're really worried about landing there, you can use a piece of tombstone to prevent you from. Oh crap! Okay, this sucks. Can you guys roll back, please? Because I cannot get to you. Okay, in that case, let's do this. Oh, that was, okay, hang on. Oh, I hate that enemy. Ah, took a hit. Okay, we're fine. Are there anything else to destroy in this one? I don't think so. Otherwise I would use that prayer bead that restores health. Okay, this guy is annoying. Basically, what you want to do, you can probably kill him with 2 of these, and I would recommend doing that. Yep, because otherwise that spinning disc that he throws will knock you back considerably. It's really annoying. Oh, thank God, there's one here. Okay, so let's Here's a little trick. Take off the ember, put on the, is it this one? Health, yeah. Put on painted wood bead, smack, and then you get a tiny little bit of health back. You definitely want the, get rid of the uvula, and I think it's, you probably want to put on the muted bell. Do I have one for lightning? I can't remember. No, I don't think I have one for lightning, but this and the muted bell should do just fine. Okay, this, it's not that hard. Don't worry about it too much. We should be able to win quite easily. I don't know how many times you have to hit the boss. I think it's something like 25 times. I'll try and count as I go, and I'm going to use Seguria to Your Eyes Like Stars, I think it's called. Alright, here we go. Go to the left. Wait here. Okay, Seguria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, stay still, 21, 22, 23, 24, wow, I was pretty close, 24 or 25 hits. The Sister, defeat Perpetua or Perpetua. You have acquired Perpetua or Perpetua's protection. Let's have a look. Ribbon of crimson cloth, carefully rolled and still scented with ancient oils. Members of the Anointed Legion wrap their bodies in these soft ribbons, anointed with protective oils, which contrasted with their otherwise heavy armor. The determination of its former wearer offers protection against lightning attacks. Esdras, you say? Spoke the soldier. That madman could not bear the death of his sister. He's still talking to her as if she were there beside him. Sometimes it even seems as if they were arguing. He's long gone and hasn't been seen since. Okay, seen since. You have no available offerings. Okay, cool. We won. We got that protection, and we can continue to the next room. Let's go down here. Dook. And let's talk to Redento, who we find for a first time, second time. Hang on. Second or third time. I can't remember. Alright, let's talk to him.
O penitent one, we traverse strange roads under the same firmament, with nigh other trade, nigh other name. My name is Redento, barefoot pilgrim of the Order of the Genuflectors. Prithee taketh nigh affront in my not looking at thy visage, for we at each moment lean forth, so as not to divert our eyes from the path. Such is our old precept. We are before Jondo, a great buried bell, erected upside down so that its ringing would make the earth tremble and reach distant lands. Now Jondo resoundeth in a deep triune moan that travelleth in echoes through its broad spiraling circles. My feet wish to cross to the other side of this ancient valley, to move on to the next destination. Oh, my sins! Who could help me?
Okay, sorry, I made a mistake there earlier. I said that this is the second or third time. This is actually the first time we're meeting Redento. I'm just getting mixed up with the practice playthroughs and stuff. Does it say anything else?
I halt here to look for a crossing to the other side, so as to continue my penance in wandering. Ah, don't let it be a disturbance to thee, penitent in guilt, for my feet will find their long-awaited walking. Penitent one, may thy trade silence neither thy spirit nor thy frame.
Alright, so Redento is, his penitence is, he said it there and I've completely lost it, like travel or something. He has to keep wandering. He also said, you know, sorry, I'm not looking you in the eyes. I have to keep my eye on the road because that's part of our, like the penitence. He is quite an important character and he's involved with 2 or 3 quest lines. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him. Alright, Jondo. For light through what? Jondo window breaks. Alright, anyway. Watch out for those ringing bells. We want to jump down here. I cannot believe I dodged that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do it exactly like that. I think I can reach this guy. There we go. 1, 2. Just attack where his foot is, just slightly on the left there. I don't think I can reach that one though. Let's collect this. I love the chains in the foreground as well. The scapula of Carlos the Executioner. His hatred for people was as great as his love for animals. When he was ordered to execute a dog that had bitten a bishop, Carlos refused for the first and last time. So well put. Okay, so there's nothing over here. We want to come to this side. Alright, another chime lady. Oh, I got a execution on the flagellum, I think it's called. 2, 3. Yeah, so the chime lady rings her bell and then it causes these things to send shockwaves out. If you get hit by those shockwaves, it does some damage to you. Okay, Jondo can be quite confusing, but we'll get through it. Ah, gosh. Chop. Alright, I went down too quick, but I managed to get through. Hop up there. Okay, so we need to go all the way up there. I'm just going to look here. Yep. Chop. Remember, we have fervorous blood, so we can deal with that. Okay, now I have to be kind of careful here because... Nice. Okay, there's a golden chest up there, but we cannot collect that until significantly later. I think we're going to come back for that, like, very, very late in the game. It's not super important. Alright, now that flagellum is right over there, but he's very close to where the ringing is. So I'm going to wait one more cycle. Oh, just in time. I either was just outside of the range of attack, or I was invincible because of the... Okay, I took a big hit, but I killed all of them with a single weight of sin attack. So just jump, 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 and finally we reach the pre-do. Awesome. Okay, now I think everything's alive again. So what we'll do is we'll wait for the next ringing. And I think it was right here. Okay, it was enough. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why did you not die? There we go. Okay. Same sort of thing with this this enemy in comparison to the one carrying like the sarcophagus on his back. If you use I can never remember it. Sacred thrust, sacred lunge, and your attack goes past them, then you'll be fine. Okay, what I like to do here is I like to press circle, attack, and then press up on the thumbstick. So circle, attack, and then press up. Circle and square, basically. For this one, you can jump to this. Chop. Don't worry about the top, you can't reach that right now. Chop. And I believe we have to go down. Oh god. I don't know how I got away with that. Nice. Alright, for this, just ring it. Smashes the shortcut there. Chop. Hop. Hop. Jondo is just basically an area full of traps. It's kind of designed to test the players' like mobility and just make sure that they understand all the mechanics. But I think one of my favorite things about this game is like oh damn it. I was trying to press up. Maybe the up on my thumbstick is broken because I've been having a lot of trouble with that lately. That's just a shortcut that I opened up there, by the way, don't worry about it. I think like one of my favorite things about this game is trying to figure out ways to get past without dying, like or easy ways to get past without dying. I'm gonna try swinging this. This doesn't do anything at the moment. There's some statues there. They're worshipping the bell, it seems like. I'm gonna go down here. I don't know how I got away with that. Okay, we drop down again. Now we're gonna go down here. Let me try my little tactic. Okay, do that. Hop over to this. Jump over to this side. Ah, it was the other side. Yeah, sometimes the hitbox in this game is weird. Okay, that hurt. Chop, chop. Okay, got him. Okay, further down. Let's see if I can... Oh, Good. Got him. Just wait a second. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Now the enemies on the right side, I forgot that you were there. They can hit the wall, as just demonstrated there, and you'll fall off. So be aware. That was pretty good. I actually don't know what's up here. I can't remember. I'll have to, let me keep going down and defeat all these enemies first. I think that might be the way I have to go. Ah, crap, I keep forgetting that if I do that I'm gonna get hit. I should also be using my flasks because I'm not at a boss. Okay, let's collect this. Vertebra of Lindquist, the Forger. Wherever a bell rings in Custodia, its sound owes its existence to Lindquist. This forger never saw his bizarre magnum opus, called Jondo, completed. Okay, so Lindquist designed Jondo. Awesome. Okay. I believe I have to go down first. Gosh, how the hell did I go this far? Okay, yeah, we're in the right place. Oh gosh, I gotta watch out for that chime lady. Go, 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 go. I hate this one. I think we gotta go all the way here. Ah, yeah, I don't know how to avoid that one. Okay, and here we find the Bouquet of Rosemary. This is another item for Tirso, so we will deliver that soon. Yep, okay. Hop, hop, hop. And as soon as I get in here, I'm going to use another flask. Alright, now let's see if I can get this right. So the left is a shortcut, so we're going to have to come back. There seems to be like a slight delay on attack of that guy. When he attacks once, he'll wait. Let me see if I can reach this. No, nowhere near. Let's try this. That was too far away. Oh gosh. Now you can actually jump over that guy, I just didn't do a good job of it. I'll try and demonstrate. Come on, come here. Hop. Yeah, just barely, the jump is just barely high enough to actually be able to do that. If you attack quick enough, you should be able to get that guy, but watch out because sometimes it does not work the way you intend it to work. There's a Child of Moonlight there. Okay, so we're going to do this. Now you see a statue, you see two statues holding a chain and it's shining, and we can destroy that. Let me just, oops. We can destroy that, but we're going to hold off for right now. Instead, jump, point up on the thumbstick and attack to get that Child of Moonlight. And now we're going to hop over here. Basically with this, you just want to keep going. Like, almost entirely just keep going. Get that. You can skip it if you want. Chop. Oop, missed. Actually, I'm going to hold off here for a sec. That was really poorly timed. Got it. Alright, cool, we made it. And here we find one of the most important items in the game, Heart of the Holy Purge. Finally, a useful sword heart, or mea culpa heart. Sword core, blessed with fervent prayers, can be inserted into mea culpa. Increases the tears of atonement rite, but prevents the use of bile flasks. The legend of mea culpa, the sword of guilt. It is said that this stone statue covered with petals was once a young woman who, tormented by a deep feeling of guilt, struck her chest with the figure of our Father, asking him to be punished. The miracle manifested itself in the figure of the Father, emerging from her a wide and long edge, a great rooted sword, which pierced her guilty heart to later transform her body into stone. That sword was called mea culpa in allusion to the last words of the young woman. Interesting. So that's how our weapon was formed, and that's what we saw at the beginning of the game. There is obviously a passage that you can take here over to the right. I'm going to not go there because that leads to DLC areas. There's an item in the next room like there's an item in the room here to the right, which is useful for something that I haven't shown you yet. It's DLC. You don't need to worry about it too much. There's also a pre-do where you can equip the Heart of the Holy Purge right now. I'm not going to do that. I will be equipping it at the next pre-do that I get to, but not right now. Be very careful when you're attacking from those disintegrating platforms, because you basically just have barely enough time to do so before it falls. So yeah. Another thing to state is that there seems to be some information online about how yeah, we're going to jump here and then we're going to break this tether statue. There seems to be something, I'm just going to wait here for a sec while I explain. It suggests that if you use the Heart of the Holy Purge, it will void the achievement for not using a bile flask. My assumption is that the reason is because even though your bile flasks will disappear and you won't be able to use them during the fight, the game is like, well, you need to have the ability to use them and choose not to, rather than removing that ability entirely. However, on my practice playthrough, I used the Heart of the Holy Purge for the entire playthrough and only removed it on the final boss because I was struggling a little bit, and I was like, oh, let me use something else that might give me a bit of a better hand, or nothing at all, and I still got the achievement, so, or the trophy, so it should be fine, and I'm gonna hopefully prove it here when we get through this playthrough. Okay, so okay, destroy it. Okay, now we can drop it down here and go back. Making good progress around here. Okay, this is a shortcut to near the start of the area. I always figure out which way to go here, so give me a second. Okay, now we've got to go to the left, which requires us to go up. Okay, there's this again. Yep. Okay, now we're here. 1, 2, 3. Chop, chop. Oh gosh. Wow, that was actually really good. That was epic. That was legitness. Ah. Die. Yeah, Fervorous Blood is really good actually. Like I said, I didn't really use it too much during practice, or during my first playthrough, but during second playthrough and now here, it's very useful. This area sucks. Basically, I'm gonna try and time this right. Oh crap. Yeah, this is a problem. Chop chop. I'm gonna swig a flask. How the hell did you get all the way up there? Alright, since you just recently attacked, should be fine. You, on the other hand, may give me some pause, but you didn't. Big leap, 1, 2, 3. Chop. The interim between sword swings always gets me. Let me get there. No! Okay, cool. At least we cleared that. I'm going to use another flask, which is my last one, but that's okay. Almost through Jondo. Vertebra of John, the Gambler. Known for his gambling skills, many believe that John von Gammermin's fate was guided by the high wheels. The day his luck ran out, so did his life. Yeah, a lot of the early bone descriptions, I feel like there's some little later ones, but most of the early ones have that kind of like, it's almost like a twist ending, or it's an ironic thing, I guess. You don't have to yeah, you probably do actually. I was like, it takes a while, but 1, 2, 3. Okay, hop down here. I think this is a bile flask. Yeah, empty bile vessel. And then we want to hop down here, chop. Hop over here, open up this shortcut, and take it all the way to the top. Now I want to be careful because I think I need to go up, but I'm trying to remember now. Just give me a second here. Yes. Okay, this is really good. So if we enter the room on the left here, we find, thank goodness, another blood fountain, the most appropriate one ever. spend 1250 to refill your blood vessels or blood vials. Even though we're going to come up to a pray-do really soon, this next area can be quite troublesome. No! I'm going to get hit again. Oh no. Well, okay. Chop, chop, chop. Okay. Awesome. Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got one. I'll take it. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, excellent. And now all we have to do is hit the chime right about now. Nice, and then that breaks, and then that glass container breaks, and we can get past. So let's just jump over there again. I don't think I need to go that way, but whatever. Alright, now for this, chop, up and chop, jump up and chop. I believe I need to knock this down now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Alright, I can at least. So destroy that. I love those chains. I noticed that it avoided the chains in the foreground, seeing that. Ah, okay, we got it. Beautiful. Alright, now here is where things get a little confusing. Do I go left first or do I go up first? Yes, we go left first, okay. I absolutely hate this puzzle because I never remember, but let me see. I think I figured it out last time. Okay, so apparently all you have to do is pull the left lever and then hit the right one with the correct... almost had it. That was actually like literally almost it. There we go. Hit it with the correct timing. The other lever, I think it sort of stops one of them. You get another rotary rope again. I think it sort of, let me see. Yeah, it allows you to stop the right one, but if you just pull the left one, it's basically in exactly the right... it's on exactly the right movement, timing and all that to just barely make it. There we go, got it again. Okay, yeah, so just use the left one there. Okay, now we climb up. Oh yeah, I've still got to go through this room. This one is probably the most hated room. So just keep... Oh, crap. Hang on, let me try that again. Basically just keep going. So 1, 2, 3. Oh. You can wait over here for a second. Definitely take this guy out first. They only give like a couple of tears, but it's good to do. I can get you, right? Yeah, same exact way to get that one. And now do I go left? Because we're actually gonna avoid the left, this left pathway now, for now, and we'll come back later and get it. Wait, what's on this side? Oh, actually, you know what? Do this first, because this, I believe, is just, yeah, it's just a shortcut to the first room. Definitely do this, because that way you won't forget. You could use the pre-do if you want there, it's not too big of a deal. You could actually get the Heart of the Holy Purge going. Should I do that? You know what? I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to break with tradition slightly. Because, I mean... Yeah, look, everything is still dead. That's so cool. It is here, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't... This takes 2 seconds and we can use the Heart of the Holy Purge straight away. So inventory, and then go to your Mea Culpa Hearts and press X to equip Heart of the Holy Purge. So now you can see we don't have any... I'm going to try and do the same thing. Ooh, okay, hey. Oops, okay, we're fine. Oh man, I was so scared there because I pressed up, but it didn't quite work. Or I thought it didn't quite work. Alright, cool. We're back in business. Also, yeah, the Tears of Atonement, if you look at the Tears of Atonement, so 42.49 went all the way to, okay, 55. Let me try it again. And it went to 60. Alright, it seems to be working now. Yeah, there we go. It went to like 67 and then it kind of was like, I don't know which one I should do. How are we going? Alright, so we're back at the top of the Mountains of the Endless Dust. So we found Redento here. We've done all of this area here and now we're up here. What we want to do is activate the trolley system. And we're actually going to make our way back. So don't step on this thing yet. Wait until it moves to the right a little bit. And then getting the Child of Moonlight is probably more important. But I didn't do it. Let me see how far it goes. We could do something like this. Oh, I just missed it. Hang on a sec, hang on. I did it in exactly the same timing, so let's see. My internal body clock, don't fail me now. Now. Gotcha. Okay. Collect that for another empty bile vessel. Beautiful. And then we go over here. Go this way. Get ready with your chop. Hiya. And then, yeah, somehow Redento is going to traverse across this thing. But here he is. Let's talk to him.
Oh, thou art the answer to my prayers. The Order thanketh thee for thine aid. It is of little use for me to remain here. Go with the Father, O penitent one.
And we obtain the 4th toe made of limestone. Very, very good. Let me talk to him again.
It is of little use.
Okay. Ah, so that's what this calcified eye was talking about. So maybe this, because it says the statue became limestone. So the statue, or this 4th toe of limestone, must be the, toe from the statue of the first barefoot pilgrim. And the first barefoot pilgrim was Alvavaros, the scribe. Okay, it wasn't... Wait, yeah, he's the great scribe. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. Toe from the statue of the first barefoot pilgrim, not the barefoot investor. The 4th toe bore the memory of his partner, so as not to forget better times. Reduces dodging cooldown. Really, really good. Finally, he said, a genuine genuflecting pilgrim will always walk alone. It is the solitary path that will grant him constant meditation and understanding of what it means to be a pilgrim in the land of the miracle, for that is our rule. Then he got up and looked at all of us for a long time while we remained silent. Then he left, and we never saw him again. Alright, so the 4th toe made of limestone, as I said... Oh, I haven't been using the uvula. That's alright. It reduces dodging cooldown. As you can see, I can dodge a lot sooner. I am not going to risk that. That's excellent. And I believe now, yeah, we're pretty much perfect place to stop. What am I doing? Wait for a second. I also like the fact that, like, how is Redento supposed to cross this? But technically, well, I'm not going to try it, but you could probably, like, walk across those 2 platforms. But then getting up here, I don't know, because he looks like his back is really broken, so it's kind of interesting how they... You'll see Redento on this side in the next episode and understand what I mean. Okay, over here. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, there's a weird glitch here. It sometimes occurs. I don't know why, but when you try and do like you try and put the sword into the wall, he sometimes like swings. It does an extra swing. I don't know why it does that. Okay, I do have to go through this first. All right, now, what are my prayers? I'm just a little concerned about the underneath part. 1, 2. Okay, defeat you guys. Nice, 1 shot, 1 kill. Alright, excellent. Now this part here, I died on this when I was practicing once, and I was like, okay, well, that kind of sucks. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Seguria. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, yeah, you can use Seguria to quickly get out of that. Or Vertialis probably works as well. We got the dried clove, yet another item that we need to give to Tirso. That reminds me, did I even read the Bouquet of Time? I don't think I did. Let's read it. Did I read this? No, I didn't read this. I forgot about it. Alright. Torn bridal ribbon. We got this earlier in the episode. Number 1. Yes, brother. It's been a long time since I stopped officiating nuptials. Since the day those 3 sisters embraced each other, praying. Since the day they asked the miracle itself to help them to avoid such a holy bond. Okay, I think I understand that a little bit more. A bunch of aromatic herbs, common not long ago along the forests of the Holy Trail. Today, however, their scarcity makes them increasingly valuable, especially for those who discern their healing abilities. Confessions of Tirso, Part 5. Congregation members, witnesses to the phenomenon watched in astonishment and fear, except for one of our sisters, who knelt beside me, and without fear of contagion, kissed one of the terrible sores that the affection had caused on the young man, and the wound began to close. The brothers fell to their knees amidst tears and prayers. Okay, so another miracle. Rare and fragrant spice coming from distant lands. Trading caravans stopped traversing these stony roads long ago, making this item a rare discovery. In the past, it was highly prized for its strength in poultices and balms. I love the word poultices, like the little potions and stuff. It was not just hearsay anymore. The illness had reached Albero without warning. The outbreak and punishment of the miracle, so often discussed, came through a young man who arrived to our small congregation full of fear, wondering what his unforgivable sin had been to receive such a condemnation. Alright, and now we go here, and we use the pray-do, and we're going to stop right here, and it is a good place to stop, because we're at a pray-do, and we're before a new area. Alright, so for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 4 of Let's Platinum Blasphemous. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.